When do you want to become a father?
Oh, wow, that's a big question. Wow, that was not the turn of what this conversation would take.
Of course, we're doing it right now. We know the party never ends when it involves me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Study Break podcast. My name is Hugo.
And I'm Patrick, as usual. And today we have a lot to talk about. We also have a fun guest incoming. But first and foremost, I kind of want to touch on a topic we had from last week. We did predict the election.
We did predict. Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, yes. How are you feeling about that?
Well, we recorded the day before election day and we predicted that Trump would win. And yeah, he succeeded. Like the stocks are going quite good at the moment. So in that sense, it is quite good. But in every other sense, I think it's
This is so cruel.
pretty bad.
Like, as you heard him win, you went, my stocks went up. Like, that's the most selfish shit I've ever heard.
Can you find another reason why it's good?
No, I cannot find a reason why it's good, period, actually. I don't know. Anyway, what have you been up to this week?
Well,
Except for crying, I guess.
okay, except for crying. Oh, what have I been doing except for crying? I can only remember the crying part. No, but something we haven't touched on yet this season, I think. I've been in Borås, and I know you have as well.
That is true.
But once again, when we are in Borås, we are always separated.
Yeah. What did you do when you were in Borås this weekend?
Well, when I was a youth, I used to do orienteering, and my club, we arrange a competition every year. And it's actually a quite fun one because it's at the zoo. Because Borås, of course, has a zoo. Yeah, and so it's a sprint inside the zoo.
I've never heard of this. I used to live there for 10 years. I've never heard of this. I think he might have just made it up right now on the spot.
But you know why you've never heard of it? Because this week, because you're a football guy, you've always been to Mariedal Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. It unfortunately isn't active anymore, but it was a big soccer tournament. And it was the same weekend basically.
Okay, that's fair. Good point. Yeah, I was in Borås too, but I was only there for like 24 hours. Got drunk. Had a nice time, as I usually do, and yeah, that was my weekend.
Another big part of this weekend was Father's Day, and of course, being in Borås, I celebrated with my father. But you had quite a different approach because Father's Day was on Sunday, and you made sure to leave Borås.
Before Father's Day, yeah, I know, that was rude. I came back to Borås on Friday. And then I went back to Jönköping on like Saturday evening. But no, I did actually call my dad on Father's Day, and I also like joined with my siblings and we bought something together for him. So I had already bought something for him, and I called him, and I was hoping they would have already given him his present so that I could go, oh, happy Father's Day, and like talk about that. But he just like, this was probably at like 1 or 2 in the day, and he was like, oh shit, Patrick, you're the first one to congratulate me. I was like, what the fuck are my siblings doing? Yeah, but I think they eventually did. How do you feel about, when do you want to become a father?
Oh, wow, that's a big question. Wow, that was not the turn of what this conversation would take. No, I have no idea.
I think it's interesting to talk about. I have a friend who really wants to be a father when he's 25, you know?
That's soon.
Meanwhile, I feel like I'm at least 10 years away from even like thinking about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question, like, because obviously we're both studying right now. At least for me, I want to have like first my career, and then maybe think about it.
Yeah, I kind of have the same approach. I kind of like I really like the idea of being like a stay-at-home dad. But like what I mean by that is I would need to have a career first, earn a lot of money so that I can then comfortably be a stay-at-home dad afterwards. Like I can't imagine having kids and not being home with them most of the time.
Oh well, you're in for a treat because that's not how reality looks like for most people. But
Is there any woman out there who really wants a career but also wants kids? Like, I'll be a great stay-at-home dad.
I thought you were just going to apply for like a sugar mommy. Like,
Yeah, like it's basically what I'm doing right now.
Nice.
Just send Study Break a DM.
And Addis will text you back.
All right, so it's time for the third guest of the Study Break Season 2 podcast to be introduced. I'm very happy that today we are joined by a friend of mine. His name is Layton and he's right here. Welcome.
What's up, man? You know, Patrick, been a big fan of Study Breakers since season 1. Was there from season 1. You're my African brother, naturally. And as my African brother, I decided to bring Study Breakers a gift, something that I know you would appreciate very much. So let me show it to you right here. You want to open it?
What is this?
Open it and you see. I think as an East African, you would recognize and appreciate it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever tried. Like, I've seen this bottle 100 times. I don't know if I've ever tried it. Though.
Well, you know, I think there's a first time for everything. Don't you think so?
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Are we doing it right now?
My pleasure. Of course we're doing it right now. We know the party never ends when it involves me. People have always asked me, Layton, you know, what is the Ugandan alcohol? You're always drinking alcohol from Poland, from Hungary. And I told them, don't worry, your day will come. Your day will come. And obviously the first person to receive it will be my dog Patrick over here. So as you guys don't know, this is Uganda Waraji, you know. It's a Ugandan gin, naturally, locally made, imported from Uganda. Went to Stockholm, I met my father and picked it up as a souvenir to bring back to Jönköping. Just to let you know, guys, you know, in Uganda, we have our own thing too. All right, dog. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, this shit hits.
Now, obviously, as we've established, we already know each other from before.
Oh, yeah.
But we want to give our listeners some backgrounds. Maybe you can tell us where you're from, what you're studying right now, and maybe some background on how you got here.
Yeah, so as you know, my name is Layton. I am a Ugandan, but I've lived in Sweden most of my life. I actually moved in here in 2002. I come from Stockholm. That's actually my hometown, representing Hässelby Gård. Shout out to my dogs over there, especially you, Poshev, Shanu, Mohammed. You all know me. I study right now a master's international financial analysis. I did my bachelor's in international economics. And how I came to Jönköping is very interesting. I was doing the IB in over Gymnasiet in Täby. And, you know, I was 17, 18. At that age, I had absolutely no direction in my life. My life was going to school, coming home, and I was playing League of Legends and FIFA all day. Like, I was doing nothing.
Oh, that doesn't sound that bad to me.
Oh,
to
it
be
was.
honest.
Don't get me wrong. It was fun. It was fun. You know, being a pundit in Hässelby Gård is one of the funnest things. I do not regret any of it. But, you know, I reached that stage in my life. It was about second year of high school where I'm like, oh, I don't really have any plans, right? But I don't know what to study. So I went to this thing called, you know, Sugarmommys, right? In Älvsjö. It's like one of these, you know, come and meet different universities conference thing, you know. I went there with my class and I was going around Sugarmommys and I was thinking to myself, you know, what subject am I good at? Economics, you know, if you saw my grades in high school, I would get like, you know, IB has a grading system from 1 to 7, right? I would be like really mediocre in every other subject, 1s, 2s, 3s. I was like really lazy. Then economics I'd have 7, right? So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm good at economics.
Do you think that was just like natural talent in that subject, or do you think you liked it more and that's why you?
I don't consider myself to be a very talented individual per se, but I definitely did like economics. It's a subject that has always resonated with me. I definitely think I understood economics much quicker than many of my friends. I was very good friends with our economics teacher, Mr. Blair McDonald. We used to talk a lot about everything from economics to African politics to African history. He was a very chatty guy. I actually miss that guy. I hope I could meet him when I go back to Stockholm, you know. Um, but when I used to also read a lot of economics in my free time as well. But the introduction came from Blair when we talked about African history and politics. Economics was just a different subject I wanted to learn to supplement my current knowledge on these things. And I was hooked immediately. I met a lot of friends. I started looking for different resources and how to become better at it. It was just it became an intellectual pursuit of mine. So I do think that why I was good at it involved a lot of interest in it compared to other subjects. Because to me, other subjects were kind of just a chore. Economics was something I actively read in my free time and I actively wanted to study as well. No, it's not like I was studying economics like, oh, I want to get a good grade in school. I was just reading it in my free time, and I think that obviously translated to me just being good at it in school. Obviously, I'm in university right now, so I was actually not passing the IB for a very long time. But obviously, once I kind of figured out that I want to study economics university, it gave me that much needed direction to want to sit down, put my head down, and work incredibly hard. And my grades in my other subjects eventually started catching up to my economics grade, and eventually I got into university. So that's kind of how I came to Jönköping. I saw Jönköping in Salkomessan. It was actually my second choice. So you want to know what happened when I came to Jönköping? I don't know what was going on in Antagning.se, but they had like a wrong grade of mine in the system. Yeah, so my first choice was actually Umeå University because I wanted to study civil economy over there. But I got rejected by all my schools. And I show you not, man. I spent my whole summer long like, yeah, I'm not in university. I was going to have a session of League of Legends with my boys, right? I'm not joking. I was talking to them on Discord, and then I was walking to my laptop to play, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what came in. I'm like, let me just check my email very quickly, right? I saw Jönköping University. I was like, Jönköping? Oh, okay, what do they want? I opened the email up and they say that, oh, congratulations, you've been accepted international economics. And it was like 3 days after the program had already started. So I was in Hässelby about to play League of Legends with my boys, like on a Thursday. I got accepted in Jönköping. By Sunday, I was moving into Roslet, right? So it took me 3 days to get the hell out of there. And yeah, my mom was actually, impressive. And my mom was not actually at home at that time. She was in Uganda. So it was me and my brother, and then my stepdad, but he was like working, so it was not really. So we basically had the house for ourselves. So the summer was really fun, right? But I knew my mom was coming back on Sunday, like Sunday evening. I told my dad immediately, I'm going to Jönköping University. My mom wanted me to just wait a little bit because she wanted to discuss stuff. And, with African moms, the discussion is not going to end. So I made sure my dad picked me up and took me to Jönköping before my mom actually came home.
How did she react when she came back?
I'll say this. I'm sorry, Mom, but I just told her, I'm sorry, Mom, but I really, really, really had to go because I didn't pick up my keys and we couldn't wait for you. You were taking too long. But I knew she wanted to discuss CS and stuff. And, I'm someone who likes to be in control of my own house. My mom has like an alpha personality, The thing is, if there's something I inherited from my mom, it's the fact that it is true. Some of my friends criticize me for this. I think I like to be in control of very many things. When I have like the cookout and all that stuff, I typically like to have, full organizational control over every single operation that's happening because I do have a hard time trusting others. But, my mom is kind of the same. And, I say this, that, there cannot be two queens in the same ant nest. To get back to the point, right? How I came to Jönköping was a combination of, suddenly discovering that I needed to go to university, picking the subject that I was always good at, and then a need to obviously move out of my mom's house because my mom was an incredibly good mom to me. She made a lot of parenting decisions, which as an adult, when I look back, I think to myself that she was 100% correct. Because when I was young, I was stubborn. I thought I knew better. Like one of the best decisions that she made is that she took me out of Hässelby. This is where I live in Stockholm. That's like the ghetto, Hässelby. I was in Hässelby school. And it was incredibly fun, man. I was enjoying myself. And my mom saw it and she made me go to school in town because she wanted me to change an environment. She wanted me to have different people I interact with. And she also want to teach me a lot of the stuff that I had lost when I moved back to Sweden from Uganda about being responsible, getting to school on time. It's like I still was known for coming to school late and all, but there were much higher, standards in the schools I went to when I went to Futura and Yadet, when I went to Orva and Tabi, rather than Heseby Goat School. And Heseby Goat School, and it was fun, but that was not a serious school. I'm gonna be honest with you. And at the time my mom made this, I was really pissed off. But right
But
now,
she was right, yeah.
I know she was right. But I reached an age where I felt that the bird had to leave the nest eventually.
No, but I get you.
Yeah.
I felt the same thing. Like when I was still living at home, there were a lot of stuff that like I would question. But then after moving out, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like grateful for when I think about them and like how it has shaped me as a person.
Oh yeah.
So I can totally relate.
The thing is, it also helps me think about my perspective. How am I going to be as like a parent? Because as kids, not just as kids, even when we're young, we tend to have a very low time preference. We only think about what's going to make us feel good tomorrow, next week. But you got to have a much longer time horizon when thinking about things and planning your life. And living alone is something that has taught me that, and it's also given me a better perspective into how I think about the decisions my parents have made for me.
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting conversation, but I kind of want to push into something else.
Yeah.
You've been here for a very long time. I want to talk about Jönköping a little bit. How long have you been studying here at this point?
This is 4 years and 4.25 years right now.
So we've been here.
Yeah.
You and me have been here the same amount of time, actually. Yeah, that's true. What has been some of your favorite moments during those years?
Jönköping. Ooh, there is a... I'm getting a bit nostalgic because I've gone through different phases in my life. Like 4.5 years is quite a lot of time. I've gone through a lot of changes. Obviously, a more recent event, maybe due to my availability bias, my birthday parties this year was probably the best birthday I've ever had.
That's nice. I got to witness one of the parties.
Oh yeah, I wish I came to the second one as well, man. That was a festival. Like, the thing is that I had never felt, as loved and as appreciated and as I have in my birthday party. To me, to be honest with you, celebrating birthdays, most of my life, I didn't really care that much. When I came to Jönköping, it was an excuse to throw a party, right? But I genuinely felt like this year that, a lot of people genuinely came to celebrate my birthday. And I felt that my birthday was more of a celebration of, all the memories, all the time, the friendship and the camaraderie I had built with other individuals,
I get you.
And for me, I would say this, I was more happy on my birthday for the fact that my friends were very happy to come to the party and have fun, than the fact it was my birthday. And seeing that, all the work that we all put in to throw the party was really appreciated by everyone was something that I don't think I'm ever going to forget for the rest of my life, And the most important people in my life, people who influenced me in so many ways, they came there. My friend Benjamin came all the way from Uppsala. Some people couldn't come, unfortunately, but obviously they gave me a call. It's it did not. I have never had a birthday like that.
No, I actually had a similar experience this year because I am super good at making sure I have something else to do when it's my birthday because I hate. Like I hate celebrating myself. I'm really bad at it. I think the idea of like people standing around me, focusing on me, I think it's a little bit tough. So I tend to like book work shifts and shit whenever it's my birthday. But this year, my friends, they kept like saying, "No, Patrick, we gotta make some kind of celebration." So I think like a month after my actual birthday, we actually had my birthday celebration back in Borås. And like it wasn't something crazy, but there was like 10 of my closest friends there. I made dinner for everybody. They loved it, and I just felt a lot of love in that moment. That they all, not only that they came, but the fact that they really wanted to celebrate my birthday and they like pressured me into it. In retrospect, is like extremely nice.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words. In the end of the day, a lot of people that will be like, "Yeah, you are my bro, and you my real." People can say talk is cheap, but Actions typically involve a cost you have to incur, right? I am someone who typically judges people more about what they do than what they tell me, because I usually think people's actions say more about what their intentions are. On my birthday, there were a lot of individuals who I genuinely saw how much effort and work they put in to try and celebrate me. And I am not very good at expressing my appreciation for others, but like to everyone who came, I am obviously incredibly grateful for the good times that we had. And if we don't just do this for one day, it's about the consistency, 365 days of friendship that always seem to remember on my birthday. My birthday served as a reminder for all of that stuff. And to me, that's the most important thing.
All right, so we are now at the game section of the Study Break podcast where Layton is gonna compete. We have not got a new prize for this week, but we still have 2 prizes in the pot from the 2 previous episodes where no one has been able to beat us in anything.
Oh, really?
So now what's in the pot from the first episode was a beer that I promised. So if you win, I owe you a beer. But then
More of a cider man.
a cider works too, actually.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we also got a coffee card from Rio, which gives 10 coffees, which you will get if you beat me.
All right. Then.
Or beat Hugo, depending on what game we chose and who wants to compete.
All right, then.
So I'm just going to pass it over to Hugo, and he's going to explain what you have to do.
I think you pretty much explained everything. So what is left is basically to pick a game. So we have 16 games prepared, as you might have seen. So you just pick a number between 1 and 16 and we'll see what it lands on.
I'm picking number 7. That's Bukayo Saka's number.
Oh, that's decent.
Okay, I just have to prepare 1 minute.
But you know what we should have?
Yeah.
Uganda Waraji.
I think one more before the game. Make it a little bit more interesting.
This is my secret recipe to beating you guys.
You're just gonna handle the alcohol better than I do, and then you win. Oh, this is really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, so today's game is Are You a Bartender? And it will be basically I will list ingredients in a drink, and you have to compete and tell me what is the drink's name.
Oh, dude, that I'm gonna lose this game 100%.
I don't know if you've seen us do this tradition before, but when we used to play games in season 1, whenever you knew the answer, instead of shouting out the answer, you had to first do your buzzer.
Like the
yeah. But we never do like proper buzzers. We do fucked up buzzers. I think the last time we did this, we did like sex sound or something weird. What is the buzzer for today? Like what sound?
Should we do animal sound?
Animal sound. You have to choose an animal to sound like when you do your buzzer.
All right.
Okay, so let's hear Patrick's buzzer first.
Meow.
Yeah, that works. That works. That works.
No, right.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta.
Better one.
Okay, I think we have a strong contender for the win here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope I will start easy. Okay, are you ready? Okay, this is a classic cocktail, and you use fresh mint, white rum, sugar, zesty lime, and cooling soda water.
It's a P2.
No. Okay, I think you lose a point for guessing wrong. But the clue is mint here. It's a mojito.
I blame the fact that the shot I took is still burning a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, just like in TV4, the game where you ask for questions for options, whatever it's called, right? Can we get like a call option?
Yeah, call a friend. Can we get that?
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is also a classic cocktail. It's made with equal parts of gin, vodka, tequila, rum, and triple sec, along with a splash of lime, cola, and plenty of ice.
Woof! It's a Long Island.
It is a Long Island.
I was gonna guess that. That's the
Okay, so what? We're back on
1-1.
0-0, I guess.
0-0.
Or 1-1, whatever you want to call
0-0
it.
because you got negative.
Okay. Maybe a bit trickier one, but it's still a classic cocktail. So, use equal parts gin, vermouth, Capardi, sorry. And it says, and choose the best products you have in reach. So you can, it's a lot of variations of this.
I don't even want to guess because I'm just gonna get minus points.
Is this a pass?
Yeah, I think
It's a
we're,
pass.
we're
It's a
passing
pass.
on this one.
I'm passing on this one.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us what the answer was?
It's like Negroni.
Oh,
Negroni. Yeah, I like the name.
Next one. Start with ice, vodka, tomato juice, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, salt and pepper.
it's a Bloody Mary.
It is a Bloody Mary. I think this last one is worth double points. That's still in the game.
Of course it is.
Okay. Are you ready? It's vodka, coffee liqueur, ice, and Macharino cherry, and a little bit of cola to top up.
I want to make a phone call.
Is he allowed to? Okay, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
All right then. All right. Who is my biggest alcoholic?
Patrick, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine if he calls me. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy, honestly. Yusuf.
What's up?
Hey, can you give me the name of this drink? What's the description?
It's vodka, coffee liqueur, ice, Macharino cherry, and then cola is the rest. And then maraschino cherry. It might have a country in the name. Might or might not.
I feel like he's gonna Google it.
Definitely.
I said
Okay,
that.
15 more seconds, I think.
Yeah. And then
15.
Black Russian. Black Russian is the final answer, I guess.
Okay. I'm saying Black Russian. I won?
Well done.
Woo! Yusuf! Yusuf! My dog! My dog! My dog! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Shout out to my dog Yusuf! Let's go! I'm the champion. Where's my
I don't know.
belt?
I don't even know if I want to call it a legitimate win, but I guess
Hey, we agreed on the rules.
I guess this is the first winner of the Study Break podcast.
Now let's talk about Trump.
No less.
I just joke.
What's your final? What do you want to say?
Hey, Patrick, I saw you predicted the election correctly. Congratulations, my friend. But you know what would have happened? If you looked at the election markets and you put money on Trump, you would have won hella bag, my guy. There's a trader called Freddie Quadruple 9. He's winning 85 million, putting all his savings on Trump winning the election. So
if I put all my savings on Trump winning the election, I would have won like $10. Oh,
nah, bro. You would have been leaving your shopping.
fair.
So you should have bet on Trump winning the election, my guy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
fucked up.
It's
I
good
fucked
for your
up.
finances. It's just okay, yo, guys. Study breakers, tune in for this podcast. Best in business.
I just want to say thank you, Layton,
Hey,
for
my
joining us on
pleasure.
this podcast.
My pleasure, my friend.
It's been my pleasure.
yeah. You know how we met? You remember?
Dude,
I remember it vividly. I just approached you randomly in Twin City. You were just one of these. I just saw you were black, and I'm like, hey, what's up, my brother? Take care, guys.
Take care, guys, and as always,
Continue watching Study Breakers.
Also,
Stay loyal.
Loyalty is important too. You want to be a father, don't you? You want a loyal wife.
a couple loyal wives.
A couple of loyal polygamous.
That's the end.